items very quick. We're more likely going to see the Meteor second tier item that normally breaks into the likes of the Axe of Torment or the Starbreaker for the likes of Dao Dao. But it's going to be interesting to see how John Q performs on this Jhin, because like you said, if My Shiranui kicks her out of the Mirror Domain, then it's kind of just like, it's gonzo.
Yeah, at the same time, right? If they do happen to get the advantage in the mid lane to win, it's not going to be a very nice situation here.
No, especially in terms of like rotation and whatnot. That's what we were seeing from the My Shiranui. That's what we saw in the Ultimate Battle as well, right? Like the rotation is very heavy when you pick a hero like My Shiranui.
Yeah, you don't want to allow her to burst as well. I think if you take a look at the lineup on the side of Bigatron, not everyone is very tanky. In fact, it's only Tufts that should be able to survive against a full-on combination by one.
Yeah, they're going to be heavily relying on the healing from the Diadea, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, at this point, it really falls onto can you make sure you have the advantage in lane? And once you have the advantage in lane, can you then push that limit and push into the jungle of your corresponding opponents?
Trying to cancel the recall there of Tufts was when, but it's not going to be enough. The range wasn't quite hitting the mark.
Yeah, but so far, Bigatron, I think they're doing a very good job of making sure there's ample enough space for Zan to really just get the farm in, get the last hits with no pressure whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel like with the Lung, though, he can't be left too long alone down into the farm lane or else he will get punished, and that's the problem. The whole of BTR is if Lung gets behind, then it's kind of like it's a hard show.
Yep, and this might be the potential first blood here. If they actually get the bitter farewell onto any one of the members on the side of Vitality, they also have a decent burst as well.
Okay, Neil using the Silk Threads. Okay, there we go. The bitter farewell does land. The Flaming Palms also onto Arn, but it's not going to be enough just yet. The combos are kind of like, they're not as consistent as they should be if you're trying to claim the kill.
Yep, and Zen also committed the flash for that. So that's a big common spell down for the side of Bigatron, which means he does not have an escape mechanism.
Oh yeah, it's going to be like striking a red light on the top of Wen's head. He's going to be like, right guys, he's not going to flash. I'm going to invade at some point now.
Yeah, and this, I mean, will it come back to bite him? I don't know. But based on how Vitality is kind of pushing their progress around the map, it seems like he's pretty safe at this point. The additional rotations by Neil are also helping him out.
Yeah, I mean, giving over the assist to Neil down into the farm lane is definitely what they need, especially with the Diadea not being that present in the farm lane at this moment. So right now, it's currently looking like there's another go for that 2v3 down into the farm lane. There is the bit of farewell. We do see the Silk Threads. Destiny counter comes through. It's going to be Neil getting the first blood for BTR.
Beautiful start from the side of Bigatron, and this is exactly what they need to do, right? You need to provide space, not just for your farm lane, but for Zan Q to really get that advantage going. Oh, another lockdown.
Oh, okay, yeah, the bit of farewells are kicking into place. Psycho is having a field day with this CC, as and all three of them are down here into the farm lane, or looking pretty damaged is Arn and Wen. They got to be careful how they navigate this team fight, because there's nobody around them to help them with this push, but Mirror Domain into the mid lane, trying to clear off that minion wave is what John Q is doing. But right now, we do see the neutral objectives are up.
Right, the big ultimates by ZanQ are not available as well. This is not...
Okay, kick up for the My Shiranui. Oh, the flash happened to be used by Psycho there. Already got run down. Oh, the Flaming Palms from Zane's taking down Wen once more. Is BTR there in for a challenge?
Right, interesting. So Bigatron actually holding their own against Vitality at this point.
Oh, and some more. And some more. We do see the set sail come through, as well as a Destiny counter. Not quite as fruititious as what the other plays have been.
Okay, this is huge for Mushin though. The amount of TPs he stopped will impact the farm rate as well. This was a very nice first blood. They couldn't capitalize even more after that. And this was interesting. They actually forced out the flash for the side of Neil, which means he's in danger for the next, at this point, maybe 70, 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's quite a long time in honor of Kings, I'll tell you that much. But the Cannon Blasters connect onto John Q. It looks like they might try and push this T1. Oh, it's going to be Wen taking down Neil as well. The Mirror Domain does get procced here for John Q, but Cannon Blast landing there keeps Psycho away from the squishier heroes of Team Vitality. I feel like that's probably Muchin's call.
Yeah, definitely is. And at this point, Muchin is actually going to play a very vital role, because even if ZanQ gets that ultimate down, right, if he is stopped in the middle of it, there is enough burst coming out from the side of Vitality to really get the kill, especially from Wen and An as well.
Yeah, a great rotation down into the bot lane for BTR John Q, though, trying to get a bit of a push onto that T1 down into the farm lane. It is definitely going to put pressure onto Team Vitality if they're not careful.
Oh yeah, and now Wen just poking and prodding, right? They're looking for this opening. But somehow, I think one of my biggest surprises is the fact that Neil has been consistently able to get that silky beauty onto different members on the side of Vitality.
Yeah, he's landed the trick shots. It's kind of just like a bit of a love letter to Mitsora's Princess Frost that we saw in the Ultimate Battle just, and that's it's definitely what they need going against Team Vitality.
Yeah, and if you take a look at the farm though, Psycho actually already has Radiance on hand, so you can tell Muchen is behind by quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's just basically being used as a, not cannon fodder, but basically just throwing those cannon blasts to kind of set up those big plays, which we're still yet to see from Team Vitality.
Yep. So Vitality, look, the gameplay here, they want to make sure they control the wave. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, and Neil once again.
Yeah, they're looking for it onto Dao as well. Death Precipice does get activated pretty early, and the Destiny counter to give some heals over to Zan, but it's not going to come through for Team Vitality. They're able to trade that T1 up into the Clash lane, though, so BTR getting some bits.
Yeah, but very good game sense from the side of Vitality. They didn't overcommit. In that situation, I think the set sail would have been a very valuable move for them to capitalize on. But one
kind of blast. Oh, and gets the kill onto Neil. He's like, no more fretting to you, sir. I am going to take you down. So a kill going over to Team Vitality makes it 2-2, but we are seeing a Tufts going for a bit of a macro play here. He's not going to get the T2. We are seeing Keke, we are seeing Muchen and Wen here. It's a 3v1. The kind of blast doesn't quite connect because that would have been deadly for the side of BTR. Tufts is on the run. Is he able to use the set sail? He's not going to get out alive, and we're seeing two fronts attacks right now into the mid lane. John Q takes down Wen as well, so 1-1 trade across the board. Taking the T1 into the mid lane is Team Vitality. Are they done yet? No, John Q is still on the run with Dao here as well. He's trying to finesse. He's trying to get as much damage onto Dao from the turret, but it's not going to be enough. Path of Passing come through. Can they claim the kill here? Missing out. The second ability there is not going to slow down John Q for now, but they're still on a bit of a chase here, kid. I'm not too sure what's going to happen. John Q, mirror domain here. Is it going to be enough to take down KK? KK is looking a little bit confused in this whole interaction. He is definitely outplaying the whole team of Team Vitality. Must get stopped here by Cannon Blast, and John Q, finally, his Houdini gets knocked down, but it is not going to be ended there for the side of Team Vitality. They take off KK as well, so a 1-1 trade overall. That expanded over way too much time for Team Vitality.
I just love the fact that you had to talk for so long. But in any case, what was that? It was a great escape coming in from Zhang Q. Yes, he did die, but look at the amount of time that he fought for the side of Bigatron.
Yeah, massive distraction, right? Like that, like I said, I'm trying to be giving here for you, kid. I'm trying to give you a bit of a break, so I thought I'd talk a little bit more on that one. Completely give the whole dictation of that chase.
Yeah, and here's the benefit, right? So for all of you that are questioning whether Bigatron can stand up against Vitality, look, for all of the damage that Vitality has done against Bigatron, they have taken 2 turrets away from the Vitality lineup. And I think that's no mean feat. It's really difficult to play against a Vitality team that has dominated pretty much this entire duration of the Invitational Season 3.
Yeah, I mean, playing a solid macro up into the Clash lane here. We've got Zhang Q and we've got Tufts here, but he may get caught out. On looks pretty low as well. Set sail onto the back line. Oh, down goes On. There we are. Dao going into it as well. Maybe biting off more than he can chew. He gets the knockdown onto Neil as well. Could we get Lung? Oh, it's going to be Zan using the Infinite Master Speed extended here, but KK is on the run once more. He is the man of chases right now.
Oh, hang on. They really want to chase into this? I mean, I think Vitality, this is why they're so scary, right? In most situations across the competition so far, we don't see too much chasing in and chasing after, right? And the fact of the matter is, I think Vitality, this is also a psychological gameplay that they're playing against Bigatron, right? At any given moment, you're so fearful of the potential of damage coming in from Vitality.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite a mental game, right? Because, I mean, if you're kind of chasing somebody, you're getting aggressive whilst you're chasing them, and then when they manage to get out, like, sort of, like, get away, you get a little bit angry, whereas Team Vitality, you just, like, chase them to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, exactly. It's also just try and enforce some errors coming in. They want them to burn those ultimates early, or maybe make the very small minor mistakes here. Radiance on both sides.
Young Q, we have the pass in. Oh, is it going to be a steal? No, it's going to be KK getting the last hit there onto the Tyrant. It's not going to be trading for anything thus far for BTR, but quite a few of the members, especially Dao, are looking pretty low in terms of their health. The set sail is not quite up to scratch yet. I mean, we've seen Tufts here going for the frigid charge, so he definitely wants to commit with the set sail and then lock them down even further.
Look, Vitality, they're just edging these exchanges out, right? Look at the amount of ultimate abilities that they're trying to put down.
Ooh, okay. Oh, a 2v1. Zan takes the double kill. I mean, not double kill, but it is a 2v1 there onto the side of Team Vitality. They are definitely trying to get the pickoffs, kid.
Yeah, but a rare mistake from Dao. This is not the same Dao we've seen across the competition just yet. And hang on, Zen.
Yeah, maybe 1 year older is just enough to take down Dao, but right, but we can hope for the side of BTR that is the case. But Zan here just trying to just get some of these jungle camps, but having to be forced out of the enemy jungle, which is definitely the tactic that Team Vitality won.
Yeah, and so far, the Vitality, they have recovered quite a bit. So if you take a look at the amount of turrets taken now, it's just that one more extra turret in the mid lane, so mid T1 taken down as well. But BTR, they are very good at recovery here.
They're going to try and take it. Oh, Shadow Overlord goes over to Arn, getting stolen by their marksman. They do pay with Wen's life, but they're able to take that neutral objective away from them, which is a big trade.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at it over time, this is still a big win for the side of Vitality. So not only do they have that gold advantage, now they're going to have even more of the lane pressure if they can take the T2, which I think shouldn't be an issue here. I want to take a look at the growth of the items as well. Look, Zen has pretty much been untouched this game. At level 14, he is very close to his Siege Breaker. He already has a Star Breaker, so there's plenty of burst. So I think at this point, Vitality, they need to be really careful about the way that they approach fights, especially when they have no vision.
I mean, for what we've seen so far, they're just trying to draw BTR away from these lanes, right? A lot of these fights are taken, like, in place of the jungle, in the neutral objective pits as well. So it's going to seem like a clear strategy here for Team Vitality.
Yeah, I mean, hiding in the brush is definitely one of the main strats you can use, right? But Zankyo, I think he has done really well in surviving as a Jing. But Zankyo...
Considering everything, yep, there is set sail, goes straight onto Arn. Is it going to be a long, live enough Dao into the backline? Is it going to take out Tufts? No, it's going to be Zankyo taking down Arn, as well as a double kill going over to Dao. Using the infinite fastness is Zayn, forcing them away. He's going to have to try and do this to keep that high ground turret alive, but it may just be right in his own death note here. Takedown is Zayn, but they are going to take down KK as well. High ground turret once more going over to Team Vitality.
Unrelenting from the side of Vitality. Do they really want to end this here?
Oh, okay, the Splendor has gone through, but it's not going to be enough. Team Vitality at the Crystal, taking a 13-minute match, potentially their longest game